If you're studying for your Algebra 1 EOC, pause this video and try this problem. Then I'll walk you through how to solve it. For number 4, we want to find which equation represents the line that passes through the points -2, -14, and 3, 6. So if you look at all the answer choices, they're all in the same format. And this is a format that you should be super familiar with. If not, I'm going to write this out because we're going to use that. So the form that these lines are all written in is called slope-intercept form, where M is our slope and B is our y-intercept. So remember, y-intercept is just where our graph crosses the y-axis. Okay. So with that being said, you can tell all these answer choices are in this form here. So the first thing that I like to do whenever I have a problem like this, where we're given 2 points, okay, write the equation of a line that passes through them, is find the slope. So we're going to use the slope formula using 2 points, or how to find the slope given 2 coordinate points. And if you remember, that's y2 minus y1 over, that's a y, I can't write very well, let's see, over x2 minus x1. Okay, so if we just plug in, it doesn't matter which order that you go in as long as you maintain that order. So we can start with -14 for y2 or with 6. I'm going to start with 6 first, so let's plug that in. So 6 minus -14. Don't get tricked by the double negatives. Make sure you simplify that. And then we have x2 minus x1. So 3 minus -2. So 6, so minus minus, that's plus. So 6 plus 14, that's 20. 3 minus minus, so 3 plus 2, that's 5. That's a 5. If we simplify that, we get 4. So that's our slope. I'm going to get rid of this here just so we can save some space. See if we can do this a bit quicker. So we know that our slope, which is m, is 4. So now, again, what I like to do with these is I like to just rewrite it. There's other ways that you can do this, but this is personally my favorite way to kind of go about this. So let's rewrite this slope-intercept form with our actual slope that we know. The only thing left that we need to find is our b value. And we've got a couple of xy coordinates that we can choose from, so we're just going to pick one and plug that in. Now, go ahead and pick the easier of the xy coordinates. To me, it looks like 3, 6 is probably easier to plug in. Nothing wrong if you plug this in, but smaller numbers is generally easier to work with. So if we do that, we'll get something like, again, start with the y. We get 6 equals 4 times the x coordinate, which is 3, plus b, which we don't know. That's what we're trying to find out. And then we'll have our final equation. Not equals. Let's try this again. So 6, so 4 times 3 is 12. So 6 equals 12 plus b. If we subtract 12 from both sides, we get 6 minus 12. That's minus 6. So b is equal to -6. So I can come back up here to our partially finished equation, and let's just plug that b value in. We know it's -6. And if you look, obviously it's none of these other ones, but it's this one right here. And so right off the bat, right when you do this first part, if you find your slope is 4, we know it's going to be something like y equals 4x plus something. So we know it's not 3x because the slope is not 3. The slope is not 6, so it couldn't be that. So you could automatically get a 50-50. You can cancel 2 choices out right there if it's a multiple choice. So kind of be on the lookout for that. It kind of helps. And sometimes there's only one that has the slope that we're looking for. But in this case, we had 2, so we do have to do that final step and solve for b, which again, rewrite your slope-intercept form. In this case, when there was just a b, plug in your slope, and then pick an xy coordinate, and then just plug those 2 values in here, and then we'll have enough to find our final b value, and then we plug everything back in, just everything being our m and our b, and that'll give us the line that we need, or the equation of the line. If you want a full Algebra 1 EOC review, then check the link in my description. It's got 30 questions and over an hour and a half of video walkthrough, so it's really helpful for you if you're getting ready for your Algebra 1 EOC or final.